And I told you guys to do certain task. Did you guys tried it, sir? Give me your links, sir. I wanna see. Huh? Rahul789 .netlify.app. It's actually looking good. Is it the same font? Looking good, very good. Now I'm feeling different. I don't know which one is correct. This one font is different. This one font is different. Right? I will go to front and mentor and check it right. Front and mentor, sort by easier first. It's a easy channel only. Go it here. Now it is the second one is correct. Yours, this font is not right. Okay, just check it. And also, where is the favicon? Why do you put a title exam? Just check it on those things. Remaining all good. Front end mentor ready.netlify.app. Oh, no, I don't think so. Are they same? No, no. Dekho, perfume has to be somewhat smaller, lighter. And the gap is something small. And the 149 is bigger. See how that is looking, how this is looking. Font size, if they change it, everything will change. Okay. Someone gave their app Netlify, Ray. How can I go to your app Netlify? This is looking good. Thoda bigger, but it's looking good. It has to be black color. Front end Menti. Nice, looking perfect, but this perfume has to be somewhat different. It's looking somewhat different from the original design. The original design it's lighter, and here it's darker. Front end 5. This one is too dark. I don't approve this add to cart, and $169 should be strike off. This one is looking perfect. Some people really did perfection, Ray. Let's go. Let's go offline, sir. Project, project, product, front end, front end dash, product dash, review, review dot netlify dot app preview. इधर देखो, Gabriel Essence U. Here DE come next line, but here DE come same line. Font size is not same, right? Except that remaining all are looking good. Sheikh Shahrukh, I can't check your link, Shahrukh, because you gave your netlify.com website. You should go to Netlify and check it your configuration. What is the name of the site link. I can't check your link because that is your Netlify directly. Your Netlify website I can't open. Like you have to make that link of website. Go to configuration, give me site name. Any? Huh? Center. Center. Center red. Centered. That's it. Nice name, Ray. Same thing. Here D should come next line. देखो A का एक difference. This heading is there ना. थोड़ा बड़ा करे तो D will come next line. Perfect. Sheikh Shahrukh. It's looking good. Perfect. Next, more. Huh? Preview. Perfume. Hyphen. He used to put P. Netlify.app. अरे he is having some connection with the P. वो छोड़ दो. Why you are having it? Same thing, darling. It see your name is somewhat small. Needs to be bigger. And second one, button should be last, na. Gap should be there. See this one. They both are not same. They both are not same. But most people got similar Ray. I was great. It was great with it. Next, more. Anyone did any creative? Tell me. Huh? Logo 05. Very good. Arey, increase your voice, Ray. Yours looking good, actually. Good. You can make this site as real. This is good. Next, any other? DB 99. Netlify dot app. Your design have some small problems. You know what? Dekho, the gap between these two and check it here. Are they both are in the same line? No, center karna hai. And add to cart, why it is sort of small. Now see these things here. Did you get it the problem? Kali font size re. These are not big problems. Next, from girl side, anyone? Huh. Lord, Devlord, hyphen product, hyphen product, dot netlify dot app. क्या हुआ रे? गैप ज्यादा हो गया. Gap between the elements became much higher than this. And remaining all are okay. Add to cart becomes to be somewhat gap between cart and the add to cart should come. Gap between cart and add to cart should come. Remaining all are perfect. और एक अच्छा है बोलो. Huh? Lord hyphen P. Dev hyphen Lord hyphen P. Dot netlify dot app. Dev underscore Lord. So you made it as a brand. Dev Lord. Now it was, see, why this much gap, Ray? Has to be left something, no gap. Right side, if you put some image, it will look good. Oh, it is coming slowly. You put videos, it will take so much time to load that video. Ray. See, it is not loaded only. See, these videos will take it so much time to load. It is coming it as images only for me. That's why I told you to put some kind of lottie files or something. Videos will take it so much time. Do you think that the user will just wait when the video will start? No, they will leave the site by now. Now see, it's having good smoke effect background. Parallax site it is. This is really a good idea. But it's a kind of disturbance to me, let me tell you. Because if the image comes, this name should not come on the image. Okay? Idea is good, but name should not come. Video should play. This one you can make it better. See, it is looking so good now. But I want it to happen initially only. Instead of videos, put some animations. The site is good. Any other? No. Honestly, raise your hand. How many of you practiced yesterday? Opened your CSS and did practiced. Very good. Down. Remaining girls, and I'm giving it, remaining boys also, I'm giving it an open offer. Either be in the class and do the task every day or at least weekly thrice something. Or better shift to another batch. I'm telling it. If you not, I will only throw you out to another batch. I don't have any problem, especially offline. And if someone has paid you fee, right? You are sitting in this Amir paid and coming to this. See, one day it's fine. I'm not asking you every day do the task. But do you know there is one person in this batch? I'm 100% sure at least one person will be there who did not do WWW project also. There must be some person who did not even started first onwards. 2 days back, someone asked me what is the live server in this batch. So my point is simple. If you don't want to practice, better try it any another alternative. When the AI things were there, when we were explaining the things, especially I will complete the CSS in few days. We will go to JavaScript. I don't want to take to people who don't practice to JavaScript. It's a waste of time for me and for you. दोनों को waste होता. तुम practice नहीं करे तो JavaScript zero आता. कुछ नहीं. Go to Amit, any student. Most of the students completed HTML, CSS in any one of the institute. But no one knows basics also, including the JavaScript. If you ask anyone HTML, everyone will answer. CSS thoda, JavaScript zero. क्योंकि practice consistency चल जाता, decreasing. But instead it should boom up. That's why I told everyone create your own brand, create your own website. See, this guy said it dev lord. Like he maintained every day the devs. Online, some people like Shahrukh or some people really maintain it. Offline also like this Romantic Dash or some persons really maintained it. In girls also some people really showed me some sites. But there were people who did not started a single thing also. You decide what you wanna do. Did I tell you or not demo classes that every day I will give task? I told right? Before you started the classes, before the main classes, I told every day task will be there, right or not? I told you have to do task, right or not? तो वो क्या हुआ? तो उसका यूज क्या है? Who do you think that will give you a job, Ray? Like when you are not even responsible to do the things. ये पूरा छोड़ दो. What are the skills you know? स्किल बोले तो प्रैक्टिस करने को आता. See, someone did some sites. They will get errors, but they will understand. वो है मेरा skill. When you don't try, you will not get skill, ma. You will understand. Oh, flux box. Hey, believe me. In 2 days, you will forget the flux box if you don't practice easily. That's what even I do. Next, today we'll discuss another topic which is similar to that, which is called grid, an advanced topic. Focus on it. At any point you get it out, you can ask me, sir. Online, is it clear till now? Everything online, is it clear, ma? Yeah, good. Let's open it up. File, open folder, HTML, CSS, JS4. Now, now we will do grid, sir. Grid. Let's try it. Grid, index.html, exclamation, enter, grid. Now, now, let's see what is the use of grid. What is grid? Did you remember what is the use of Fluxbox, ma? What is the use of Fluxbox? Arrange the elements in single direction. In, sir, you wanna keep it in a row, sir. You wanna keep the elements in a column, sir. Horizontal or vertical, एक ही direction है. Now, that is called Fluxbox. Arranging elements, arrange the elements in two-dimensional. Two-dimensional is done by grid. Is done by grid. Like you go to Amazon. Now, देखो here. This is Fluxbox. Elements are like this in a single direction, like a row, right or not? Elements are in a row, sir. That is Fluxbox, sir. You can keep the element display direction row. But you see it here. Elements are they in row or column, sir? No, both row and column box. How many rows are here? How many columns are here? It's a 2x2 grid. It is a 2x2 grid. If you wanted to keep elements in a grid format, okay, imagine I go here some kind of elements. Now, can you see here elements are coming? Are the elements are coming in row or column, sir? It's like they are coming in a grid, sir. Sir, why don't you say it like one flux, another flux, another flux? Yes, grid is nothing but multiple fluxes here. For example, you created here one big box. Inside that, you could put two items, two columns in a row. And inside each one, again, you put two more columns. Now you can make it the grid using Fluxbox also. Right or not? But that will be too much consuming. It's like flux inside a flux inside flux. Three are there. That is not a good way to do. That is why directly you can maintain all the elements in a 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 8, something. Rows by columns. That is called grid. What it is called? Grid. Now, let's arrange the elements in a grid structure, sir. I'm going with index.html. Inside that, I will write a div.container. Inside that, div.colon asterisk 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now go here, style.css, style.css. Now inside the style dot, let's see it, sir, how it will look. First, colon, colon, background color red, color white, height 50 pixel or 100 pixel, width 100 pixel. Now you go here, check. What? Link the CSS. Very good. Bulgaya. Link CSS. Now go here. Now see, total 8 boxes are there. Okay. But they are not having any margin or something. So I will give some border, sir. Border 1 pixel solid white. Now if you see, I gave it height 100 pixel, width 100 pixel, and I gave the color means inside the text white, background color red, and border I gave 1 pixel solid white. Right or not? Now, this is what I gave it in HTML, sir. Now, if I go here, can you able to see all the 1 to 8, sir? But they are coming one after the another. Why they are coming one after the another, sir? Block elements. Because they are block elements. When I explain, focus here, ma. Okay. Now they are block elements, sir. Now I wanna make them something flux or grid. Let's see. If I make them flux, I can put all 8 in one row or all 8 in one column. But I don't want it. Sir, why don't you put it all one and you can make it something flux wrap? You can do that, na? But flux wrap will wrap the elements according to width, according to the width. But if I say flux wrap, put only 3 columns, will it put it like that? No. It don't know how many columns to put. Earlier I gave example, flux box is like arranging all the people into last bench, right or not? Similarly, grid is like arranging the people in exam hall. Did you guys remember, ma? In colleges, when exam came, we will go to exam hall. They will arrange us per bench 2 people, per bench 3 people. If total 8 people are there, what will happen? First bench 3, second bench 3, third bench 2. Any doubts, ma? Are you all getting my point, sir? Wake up, everyone. Why, Ray? Everyone so silent? First of all, turn on the lights. I can't see those people. Light is there. That's actually good. At least I can see the people. Did everyone had lunch, ma? Snacks, ma? No need to have also. You are not a kid now to have snacks and all. Now, let's go here. Now, let's see. Let's put it. Sir, where do you put this flux or grid? To parent. You will never put the flux and grid to child, na? So let me go to parent. We'll say dot container. Dot container. Write it here. Background color, dot container, display grid. Display. Now देखो. Did anything happen, ma? Did they become any grid, sir? Obviously, they will not become grid only. Why they don't become grid means you did not tell them how many columns you want. Imagine you said it like just go to benches and you only arrange it yourself. Obviously, it won't work. You should tell how many people should be there per bench. Then only people will sit, right? So now I will say grid template columns. Grid template columns. How many columns you want? Two columns I want. So write it here 100 pixel, one column, 200 pixel, one column, or 100 pixel, one column. How many columns I'm giving, sir? Everyone, how many columns I'm giving? What is the first column width? What is the second column width? What is the third column width? Total container width 400. The people are arranged already. Okay. 100. Why the gap came? Because it's a 200 one. Na? Okay. Sir, why don't you give it here 100, 100, 100? That will be 3 by 3 perfectly. You got my point? Column wise, you are arranging column wise. Our time. First, all elements are arranged. There is one box. Inside the box, there are so many elements. By default, all elements are arranged one after the another. Now you set it, this box, display grid. Now they are ready. Now you set it per bench, only two people. Then they will arrange two, two. Koi doubt hai? No, that is what I did. Go here, display grid. Now here, grid template columns, grid template columns. Either do this template column, sir, and how much you do? 100 pixel one column, 100 pixel another column, and 100 pixel another column. How many columns you do, sir? Can anyone tell me how can I put four columns? Hmm. Add another 100 pixel, right or not? Is it mandatory that you have to put 100 pixel only? You can put how much you wanted, sir. Okay. Now, next one, sir. Sir, instead of writing 100 pixel, 100 pixel, 100 pixel kind of thing, you can even say repeat, repeat 3 comma 100 pixel. That means 3 times repeat 100 pixel. Repeat 3 comma 100 pixel. That means repeat 3 times 100 pixel. Any doubts, ma? Because I gave height and width. Okay. Because I gave height and width for them. Now, next one. Next one. Or you can even give fractions. You can also give something like fractions. Till now, any doubts, sir? Is it clear till now? You gave inside the container some elements. You gave inside the container some elements. And for that container, you started to give the CSS. In the CSS, you said container is display grid. Container is display grid. And that display grid template columns, you said it repeat. Now, what if you want to give fractions? Do you know fractions, ma? What does it mean by 1 by 3? 1 by 3 means one part out of three parts. Now, if I say 1 FR, what does it mean? One fraction. If I say 2FR, that means 2 again 2FR. What it means? Right? Total how many fractions are there? So if I want it with like 1 by 5, 2 by 5, and 2 by 5. Okay, total bit, I am dividing it as 1 by 5, 2 by 5, and 2 by 5. That will be called as fractions here. You can divide it if total pura bit is there. I said it, divide this into three columns. Or three columns, each one ka width kya hai? You can directly give 100 pixel, 200 pixel something, or you can say this is one part, this is two parts, this is two parts. So total kitna parts? Five parts. So first one ko 1 by 5 aata, second one ko 2 by 5 aata, third one ko 2 by 5 aata. Okay? That is a basic mathematics, sir. Now, or you can say repeat 3 comma 1 FR if you want it like 3 times 1 FR. Same space will come for three elements. Okay? Now, you can give repeat 1 FR or repeat 100 pixel or whatever you like it. Next. Next. Sir, can I give gap between the elements? Yes, you can give, sir. You can give gap between the elements. If you say row gap 20 pixel, automatically rows will have 20 pixel gap. If you say column gap, if you say column gap between the 20 pixel, then it will have gap 20 pixel column. Can we? But problem is, if I use margin, see, that is true. Margin is also outer space only. But if I give margin, the first one ka left side also will come na. This fourth one left side also will come na. Are you getting my point? You see, imagine one element is in the right left corner. Now for this, do I need margin top, sir? No. Do I need margin for left side, sir? No. Do I need margin for only I need margin for bottom and right side? Right or not? Now, if I have one element like this element I need top margin, right margin, bottom margin, but I don't want left margin for this. Those kind of things, if you don't want it like that, each and every element you have to give margin separately. Instead, if you say gap, only the gap between elements will come. You can see it, the left one is not having anything. Okay, that's the difference. If you want to try it, I will try that also. See the difference, sir. Instead of row gap, column gap, directly say call gap 20 pixel, gap will come. Or if someone don't like it gap, try it margin. Now, if I give margin, not for this, margin for each column, then it will come each one ka separate value. Okay. Now, I don't want it. Now, next gap. Gap. Next one, sir. After this. Sir, can I move those elements anywhere I want? Obviously, justify content. Center. Did you remember, ma? Did you remember, sir? Justify content. Center. Justify content center. Now, sir, here justify is horizontal, always here. Align items is always vertical. Now, align items center. Now, here it is not having any height, so that's why it's not moving 100 VH. Any doubts? Now, instead of giving this height or width, I will just remove them. I will just say height 50 VH. width 50 VW. Now let's go here. Now height 300 pixel, width 400 pixel. Now anyway, this container is inside the body, sir. So if you wanted this container to be center, if you wanted any element to be center, I will give body display grid. So whole body also will become grid. You can directly say something like place items center, and body is having height 100 VH. Now someone is asking me what is the use of 1FR 2FR 2FR use कर रहा है फिर justify content center work नहीं कर रहा है. It will work. देखो, justify content, understand it. Now justify content, we will use it to make the child items move x-axis or y-axis. If you wanted whole content to move, you can use it however you like it. Okay. Now let's go here. Now see, it is in center of the page. Place items to make it in the center. Now whole body, see what did you did, sir? Now I did it like my whole body is also grid. My whole body is also grid. And inside the grid, I will place all items in the center. Whole body is grid. Whole body is grid. So everything will be centered. Whole body is grid. Place items in the center. That is nice. Next. Inside that container is there. Now what is the container, ma? Only this much is my container. This much is my container. Inside the container, how many elements are there? 8 elements are there. Inside the container, how many elements are there? 8. Now I said it. Grid template columns. Grid template columns. Repeat 3 comma 100 pixel. That means 3 columns will come. 3 columns will come. Each column width is 100 pixel. Each column width is 100 pixel. Now when I said it gap. When I said it gap. Grid template columns means how many columns you wanted. You can say 100 pixels space 100 pixels space 100 pixel, which will give 3 columns. Or you can say repeat 3 comma 100 pixel. Same thing for FR also. FR is like the fraction, how much fraction you wanted. Now it came. Now you can see this also. Column just gave, I did not give any height or width. Till now it is same. Justify content or gap or having this grid, how many columns you want. Till now it's very easy. Now comes to the main interesting part of grid. Grid is used for layouts actually. Grid is used for to make it a nice site layout. You can make it very dynamic thing, which is grid. How do you do that? Now if I go down, now I can take it each and every element, sir. Now let's go here. First one is having 2 names, column and column 1. Second one is having it 2 names, column and column 2. Third one will have it something like column and column 3. Like that, I will give each one separate name also. Column 4. The next, column 5. The next, column 6. The next, column 7. Then 8, column 8. Now, if you remember, sir, when I explained you Fluxbox, I told you the heart of Fluxbox is understanding main axis and cross axis. Right or not? Now, similarly, the heart of grid is understanding grid lines. Understanding grid lines. Sir, grid lines बोले तो क्या है? paint. Understand this logic. Anyone take it a box. Go here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can anyone tell me? Everyone, listen. Can anyone tell me here how many row lines are there? How many row lines are there? 4. How many row lines are there? कैसा है सर? 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are called row lines. I'm not asking rows. Row lines. How many column lines are there? Perfect. Now from now onwards, remember row lines, not rows. Always remember in grid row lines, not rows. Column lines, not columns. Now, how many columns you already divided into your books here? Things are how many columns you divided it as 3 columns, right or not? Now you divide it as 3 columns. 3 columns means how many column lines came? I 3 columns बोले तो how many column lines आता? Why people are going with 6, 5 रे? 3 columns बोले तो 4 आता. 4 lines will create 3 columns na? Right or not? I don't know why people are going with something mathematics here. No need. You don't need to put that much mind here. Can anyone tell me how many row lines are there here? 4. How many row lines are there? 4. Just understand that concept, okay? If you draw a box, you will understand it. Now here, let me go here. Why I said this all? Column 1. I want this column 1 to be something broader, sir. Did you remember in tables we did this layouts? Similarly, if I wanted instead of col, span, row, span, we did na? Like this, I want to combine all 3 columns as first column. Then I can say column 1, which line you want to start? I wanted grid, column start. Which column you wanted grid to start? Which column you want the grid to start? I wanted grid to start at first column. See, my column 1, देखो column 1 only, देखो column 1 only. Which line it is starting? 1. Which line it is ending, sir? Aha. Everyone open your mind, ma. Let it get some fresh air. Seriously. You all completed degree, right? From university only. Yeah, which university gave it, Ray? Saying to you. देखो, it is starting at column line 1. It is ending at column line. Which line it is ending? I want it to end at 3. Grid, column. I want it to end at grid, column, end. Which line you wanna end, sir? 3. Now what happened? Now which column it is started? Which column it is ending? Which column it is ending? Any doubts here? Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Now, take it the column 2. Take it the column 2. Now, which row line it is starting? Tell me, which row line it is starting column 2? Which row line it is starting? Arey, row line ray, 1 ray. Which row line it is ending, ma? Which I never faced this line as a difficulty, ray. It is ending at second na already. So I will say Please end at third. Which row end? I will forget these things 100%. Like after I teach you. Now see. Now it is starting at one, ending at three, kind of one. Okay. It didn't work it out as we expected. Now first we'll discuss someone. Now they go this. Now everyone try to do now one more time. Everyone, let's do it very simply. Let's do it very simply. I will show you one paint, and now we will just do paint activity. Then we will do the remaining actual work. Okay? Is it clear, ma? Amaya. Now, देखो, box number one. Box number one, which column it is starting? Which column it is ending? Is it clear? Now, what if I write it here, box one, as now see, box number three. Here, box number three. Here is there. Now, can anyone tell me box number three? Which column it is starting? Which column line it is starting? Which column line it is ending? Darling, which line it is ending, ma? Five. Four नहीं. देखो 4 or 5 column lines है उसमें. Someone is saying it like it started 3, ending at 3. नहीं. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy. Now बोलो रे अच्छा से. Is it clear? कोई डाउट है? Any doubts? Let me make it this time, and I want you to tell this time serious. Okay? No trial practices. अच्छा से देखो. How many lines, how many rows and all. Okay? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total, how many elements are there? How many row lines are there? How many row lines are there? 4. 4. 6 कैसे आ गया? 4 are there. If you want it, you can even count it this side. How many column lines are there? Perfect. Because 5 columns are there. Now देखो. Column number 1. Which line it is starting? Which line it is ending? 4. 4. देखो नीचे देखो. अरे we will play the game also, Ray. Don't worry. Okay, but I never thought this one will take time. Okay, it looks too interesting. Now take it line number 7, sir. I will do the same program now. I will put 9 items. I will create this layout into that. I will create the same layout now. Okay, take it line number 7. How many are there? Like, sorry, which column it is starting? Line number 7. Which column it is ending? Which row it is starting? Which row it is ending? 3. It is starting at 1, ending at 3. Row line count karo ma. Okay. If it is still difficult for you, okay, take a children color book, write it here. 1, 2, 4. ऐसा अच्छा रहता तुमको. Okay. But these are imaginary. Okay. Now let's create the same thing in the HTML ma. Because to create a dynamic HTML, sir, why do you need this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Actually, these are not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine here, it is like one gallery. Like you will put a gallery of books or gallery of some kind of photos. Some photos you need to show like that, or some items you want to show like that. Okay. Or, you know, on top here you will put one header. Here you want to put some header. Here you want to put sidebar, something sidebar. Here some side advertisements, and here some kind of logos you want to put. These kind of complex layouts you will create it with grid only. Now let's start it with it. How to do? Let's go to from starting. I will create. ये पूरा छोड़ दो, फ्रेश से करूंगी. Div class column 9. But believe me, if you don't listen to the class later, you will not understand it. So वो चल जाता. Some people not understanding now also, that's different. Now, now you can actually use this image. Instead of numbers, you can put img tags. It works nicely. Now, now let's try. Now I will go here. First, three things I will need. One is body, one is container, inside the container columns will be there. Okay, only if I want it I will use it. First, each column will have background color red, color white. Each one is having background color red, color. Any doubts? Now all are inside grid, container only na. All are inside container only na. Container ko grid de do. Display grid. Now how many columns you want in this? Now, sir, see this. How many columns are there, sir? Acha, 6 column lines are there. 6 column lines are there. So 5 columns. 6 column lines are there. 5 columns. Four row lines are there. So 3 rows. Have you ever draw at least like that? If you do in mathematics something called matrices, you will know that today. Okay. Now, online people are getting it, I think. Some people are saying it. Now, grid template columns. Grid template columns, I will say repeat 5, 100 pixel. Now, it will create it 5 columns with 100 pixel space. Any doubts here? Any doubts here? No. Let me define some height. My whole box will be of height. My whole box will be height of something 600 pixel height. My whole box will be of height 600 pixel. Or something like 500 pixel also fine to me. But they are not, looking good. So I will just give thoda gap. Gap 5 pixel. Total now how many boxes are there? 9. Now, अच्छा से देखो माँ, how many column lines are there? Column lines. Columns. 5 columns, 6 column lines. That is correct. That is correct. Online are getting it 9 and 10. I don't know why. Maybe all elements they are selling. Okay. Now go here and see the first one. Column 1. Column 1 is starting from which column? Which column it is ending? Very good. Go here. Write it for column 1. I already gave for that element column 1 class na. Slowly karunga. Column 1. I will show you output side by side only. Column 1. Grid colon start. Grid colon start. 1. Start at first column. Obviously, it is starting at first column only. Grid column end. Grid column end. Which column it needs to end? Slowly, you will get it. No need to worry. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts in this? Is it clear, everyone? This line's no doubts now. Now, instead you can do shortcut also. Grid column 1 by 4. Instead of writing grid column start, grid column end, you can say grid column 1 by 4 बोले तो 1 से start होता 4 से end होता. You have to give here line number. Yes, you have to give here line number. Perfect. This is the heart. If you know this line numbers only, you will get grid. Now, next one. Next one. Next one. If you give 1 by 6, what will happen, sir? If I give 1 by 6, what will happen? Whole 6. Any doubts? No. Next. Next one. Forget about numbers, sir. Okay, numbers I made it wrong, like here. Next one. This one, how many columns, sir? Like which column it is starting? Which column it is ending? Go here. You should mention for each one, ma. You can even mention the rows if you want it. Okay. I'm not doing it. Just column 2, grid column, starting at 4, end at 6. Now, next 2 and 3. Second one, this one, not 2. This one is good. This one stays in the same place. No problem. But this one changed. Sir, what the people will think is, sir, only this one is changing now. Only this one you need to give. Well, whatever not changing, you don't need to give. No. If one element change also, the grid will expect everything is changing. So you should tell it like this one not changed also to the grid. So let's keep it all line by line. Column 3. Because if you understand this, you can play the game. Okay. Column 3. Grid. Column. Total 6 columns now. Oh, sorry, 5 columns, 6 column lines. So 1 by 2, it is fine. 3 is not changing. That is 1 by 2 only na. First column to second column line. What about the next one, sir? 2 by 2 by 2 by 4. I am asking about this one. 2 by 2 by grid column. 2 by 4. Doubt, sir? And by the way, grid, that column 2 should also occupy rows, which will be grid row. Grid row. You can write grid row start, grid row end also. Your wish. Grid row start, grid row end also you can wish. Now here grid row which is starting at first row, but it is ending at third row. It is starting at first row, ending at third row. You can write grid row start and grid row end also, but or you can write it grid row directly. You can do another shortcut also. Instead of saying it like grid column, grid row, I am telling just, sir, where is column 4? If anyone still confused with the column, sir, I will suggest you go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember those markings. That's it. That can be a easiest way to remember that. Okay. Yeah. Now, sir, you can even write something like grid area. If anyone, if anyone has some kind of good memory, you can write it instead of rows and columns. You can write it directly grid area and say it like, you can start it like, instead of saying it like rows, columns, you can say row start, column start. Which row it is starting? Which row it is starting? First row. Which column it is starting? Fourth column. Which row it is ending? 3. Which column it is ending? 6. I see row start, column start. Everyone see row start, column start, row end, column end. If you see that, instead of writing grid row and grid column, you can directly write grid area. It is one of the shortcut. There is no rule. Which row it is starting, which column it is starting, which row line it is ending, which column line it is ending, you can give it directly a line. Any doubts here? No. I don't I don't suggest this. Later, your minds will blast now. But believe me, if you understand grid, actually you can make it really complex websites. Imagine a website contain like this structure. It will be so good. See, this is the site I did. See this and this. Are you getting my point, ma? You can put a nice images into each div. Can you please explain grid area once? I'm telling it. Will contain, grid area will contain row start, column start, row end, column end. Column end. Remaining all are same, sir. Order will be there here also. By default, order is here 1 for every element. Here also remaining justify content, align content, and all are same. Only this is the different thing where one item can go whatever the width they want, whatever the height they want. For the complex layouts, people will go to that. Any doubts here? But sir, we need to understand a better. To do that, we need to do a better practice. To do a practice, sir, I will suggest everyone to play a game called Grid Garden. Everyone note it down. Let's start a game. Grid Garden. Grid Garden. Sir, in HTML, I just created the divs. I did not do anything in HTML. Grid Garden. Grid Garden. Grid Garden. Open it. Can you see this? Now, today's target is, this game ka target is, water should go to the carrots. Water should go to the, now, here it is already divided as a grid. Can anyone tell me here how many column lines are there? 6. How many column lines are there? Perfect. How many row lines are there? 6. How many row lines are there? It is a 6. So because it's a 5 by 5 grid. Now, water is in first one. I wanted the carrot here. Carrot is starting at which column? Carrot is starting at 3. Write it here. Water also should start at grid column start. Which column it should start? Acha se. It is starting at 3. Next level. Slowly karo. Kuch nahi hota. Total 28 levels are there. Now, poison should go to this ones. For weeds, poison should go. Can anyone tell me which column, what I have to write? Grid column start. I have to write 5 or 6. 5. Perfect. Because starting I'm writing. You can write it 5 by 6 also, grid column, your wish. But they are teaching it line by line. Now, already it is starting at 1. But which column it should end, sir? Water? To go all which one it should end? Grid, colon, end, 4. All are getting water. Like this, if you give water to everything, automatically by end of this one, you will get it your grid. Okay. But the things will be too much, kind of not easy, too easy. No. Total difficult will be there. Grid is like that. Okay. Tomorrow we'll do some, if you, we will complete how many levels I can. Remaining levels you do. And tomorrow we will do something kind of front end mentor grid. Okay. Now, अच्छा से शुरू करो जल्दी. Now, grid colon end. Already it is starting at 5. Sir, don't think it will go only forward. It can go backward also, na? It is starting at 5. It should end at 2. End at 2. Very good. Five by 2 or 2 by 5, you make a box, it is same. Grid is a basically box. From second column to third column, you fill a color, or third column to second column, you fill a color. It is same. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2. Simple logic. Any doubts in this, sir? No. Grid, ये task रे, here row nahi hai na. Whatever the task they gave, you should do it. They will give rows also. Don't worry. At that time, I will do rows only. Right? Now, either column or row, which one you will put? क्योंकि columns fill करना है ना. Now, if I give row, sir, you know what will happen? If I give, because you asked me, if I give something grid row starting at 1 and ending at 5, now water is wasted. I don't want to waste my water, right? Simple. So, grid colon end 5. Perfect. Barabar. Tell me, sir, grid colon. Start. Start it. For the person who is getting it, one learn counting, sir. Now, end it quickly. Thought simple levels, this all are. 3 or 4? 4. 4. Dekho. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the lines. Any doubt, sir? Grid colon end. They will make it easy levels and then they will make it like sort of deep. Now, till now it's easy. Now, grid column starts. Which column you want to start? They are saying it like you can use a shortcut. Grid column. You can use a shortcut grid column. Okay, grid column I will use. Tell me where to start, where to end. 4 to 4 by 6. Now, next. Two by 5. Some people are thinking it like a scientist. It's a children activity actually. Some people are still figuring it. Is there anyone who did not get it, ma? At least there might be one of your friend get it. Ask them. They will explain you. Simple. Now, tell me, sir. Sir, row. Grid row. We are going with row. Which row it is starting? It is 3 by 4. Perfect. So it is starting at 3. Perfect. Usually we will go with by 4 or something kind of one when imagine like now you will go with 3 by. Okay. 3 by grid row. 3 by online. So many people mention 3 by 5. It is wrong. If you mention it like 3 by 5, only two ones you are getting it. Like 3 by 6, it is total. Total 6 row lines are there. Understand lines. Always understand lines, not rows or columns. Next level. Acha bolo. Exactly, I want to go there. That poison. Which row, which column? First grid row, I am doing it. Row bolo. Which row it is? 5. Column? No, no, sorry. Which row it is 5 by 6? Na, I'm sorry. Column is grid column. What do I have to give grid column? 2 by? Perfect. 5 by 6, 2 by 3. Tell me grid row. Which row to which row? Which 2 by 6 is column. 1 by 6 is row. रोज बोले तो हर कॉलम बोले तो वर्टिकल. Now grid column, sir. Basics. Last boys, are you getting anything? Are you even understanding, ma? If anyone get any doubts, you can ask me. Okay? Or draw this and do a sketchbook. Simple. You will understand it. Now, next one. Tell me in one line. I want it like grid area. Row start, column start. I want it in one line. Row start, column start. I want it in one line. Row start, column start, row end, column end. Grid area. Now, which row start? One. Which row, which column start? Which row end? I am not even checking that. Which row end? Which column end? Okay. Row start, column start, row end, column end. See, I repeated this concept multiple times. I'm not repeating it again, but understand it. Tomorrow, anyway, we will do task also, friend and mentor ka. Okay. If you did not get it, if you did not get it, open the grid garden from starting, do it again. Anyway, how many I can complete, I will complete it. Like, we will do it like in another 5 minutes. I can complete it till 22, 23. That remaining 5 levels, you do it on your own. Okay. Is it clear? But when you started, starting from starting, first level, second level, every level, understand and do it. If you did not get it, you can read this. You can read this and do it. Okay. Now, tell me, sir. Now, everyone, tell me which row, which line, something open, grid area. Which row? What is the row number? Row start. 2. Column start. Row end. Column end. Row start, column start, row end, column end. Simple. Line number 18. Level number 18. Order. By default, everything will have order one ray. Now they are saying it like normally everything they are making it as order 0. Now I will make it only poison order 1. Automatically it will come last. They are saying it like by default order is 0. So now I make it order as automatically poison will go to the last one because they are arranged 0, 1. What if I say the order is -1? Same thing. See in flux box you have seen na? If I make it -1, it will come left side because -1, 0, and then 1. Simple. So I made it this in flux box also we did this. Now same logic. Upar wala pura 0. Now niche wala. Now I wanted niche wala water and upar wala poison. So I will take it order -1. So the poison will go before. Just now I showed na poison need to go before. So a poison I made it -1. Anyone tell me now? अच्छा से सोचो. A most important point, sir. Don't waste my water. Huh? Grid template columns. 20%, 20%. Why did you divide it as 3 columns? That's the problem. See, someone said it 3.5. ऐसा नहीं आता. Column 3 है 4 है. Now you are not listen. You are not dividing it as you don't need to write it now. Grid column, grid row, they already wrote it. Right or not? Grid column, the grid row, they wrote it. Now you need to divide this as columns. Can you divide this? How many columns you will write it, sir? This one. If you divide it as columns such that this water will come one by one only for full. One by one only it should come for full. Sir, if I divide it as 2 columns, imagine if I divided this as 2 columns. Now water will go one by one means this whole now. Now till now you are assuming, listen, till now you are assuming total 5 columns are there na. Now छोड़ दो. Put in your mind remove how many column lines are there, how many rows are there. Now you need to give columns. How many columns you will divide? Grid template columns. I will divide the columns into 50% one column, 50% another column. Now how many columns it got divided? 2 columns. Now they set it down. If you see for water, they are saying it water is 1 column, 1 and row is 1 column. So it exactly matched now. Are you understanding my point? Till now, based on columns, you gave column start, row start. Now, based on column start and row start, now you will give columns. Now, till now, based on already columns divided, you need to give row start, column start. Now, columns are not divided. Based on row start, column start, you will divide the columns. Okay? Grid template columns, I divided it as 2 columns. Why? So that grid column 1 bole to it will be 1 by 1. Grid row 1 bole to 1 by 1. It exactly matches this without wasting. Sir, why do you do it like, what if I do it here? Now here, dekho, I will say repeat 3 comma 30%. Now how many columns will come? 3 columns. Is it correct? No, it will not work. So I need to divide it as 2 columns such that it will exactly match. Always I will give 1 column row and 1 column and 1 row only I will give painting. Now someone said it, Ray. Someone said it, I will give water to only one of your block. Only one column I will give water, one row only I will give water. Then you need to put your land. You need to put your land such that exactly your plants should match one row, one column. This is your land. That guy, whoever said to you, he said it like, I will give only one column water ray and one row only. So you gave me one column, one row only now because I divided my land into two columns. Exactly matches. Any doubts? Is it clear? Now, just think about it. It's your land and you are dividing it. Now think. Now, how many? Now, water is getting wasted. Can you see that? Can you see the water is getting wasted there? Did you see water is wasted there? Now, here, what this guy said it. Now, again, the guy said it. I will give one column, one row only. How many columns you will divide this so that it will become thoda short? Now only it's becoming bigger. 5 columns, it's becoming bigger. You need to make it more. How many columns you will divide? Let's try with 6, sir. Can we try with 6? I will try with 6. Grid template columns. Uh, Sir, don't go with 1 by 2, 1 by again. Oh, ho gaya. It's like in childhood mathematics when teacher give 2 plus 3, you will do again 2 plus 3 only when my subtractions also. No. So, wo ho gaya. Now think. You need to divide your land such that water should go with one column. Okay. Now, someone suggested it 10 columns in the online. Let me go here. If I divide, repeat 10 comma 1 FR. So 10 comma 1 FR bole to each one will be 1 by 10. Each one will be 1 by 10. Why it is not coming? Repeat spelling wrong. Is it correct, sir? Yes, sir. Carrots are going out now. Can you see that? Are you getting my point, sir? If I divided 10 columns, is it correct, ma? Now carrots are getting out of the water. Now, how many columns I need to divide? One column अंटदेंడి अरे देखो वन कॉलम बोले तो पूरा आता माँ each one column बोले तो 2 column 3 column 4 column 5 column अभी समझो हुआ did you understand now how many columns I can give sir if I give 6 oh sorry if I give 6 is it correct exactly it should match 7 no थोड़ा gap is there 8 FR बोले तो fraction रे 8 comma 1 FR बोले तो each one will be 1 by 8 1 by 8 1 by 8 1 by 8 ऐसा 8 columns okay sir for the people who don't know actually whoever don't read they gave answer here the first one is 12.5% bit 12.5 बोले तो 1 by 8 it's not hit and trial actually I showed hit and trial because I wanted you to understand it it's not hit and trial you check it there 12.5 they दे दिया right is it clear sir no people are still thinking only now if you have land can you divide it sir no they will just leave it then now abhi karo देखो see think about this now how do you divide it sir this one water is there this soda poison is there poison is for only this one and again water should be there for this all and this pura empty now total four how many columns will come 4 columns will come very good perfect now first column को कितना second column को कितना third column को कितना fourth column को कितना वही से problem is it clear is it clear they gave that देखो grid template columns फर्स्ट कॉलम को कितना दे दिया वो? 100 पिक्सल्स. Sir, please see this. First column, how much? Second column, 3 EM. For the persons who don't know, I told EM and REM something kind of units. Na? EM is also one unit, you can use it. Or third one is 40 percentage. Fourth one is automatic, like how much remaining is that much. Is it clear, sir? Not clear? Now, for the persons who are not clear, again I'm telling it. See this. This is your land. See this. This is your land. In this land, you need to divide. Dekho. Now water should come till here, na? Water should come till there, na? Right or not? Now poison should be only this much. Only this much. Now carrot should go again. Again, water should go this whole. Right or not? Now this remaining all are empty. This is your land, ma. Now total how many columns are there in your land? Dekho re, how many columns? 4. 4 columns, 5 lines. Right or not? Is it clear, ma? Sir, how much this width, sir? I don't know. They gave me. How much width they gave me? How much with the second one? 3 EM. How much with the third one? How much the fourth one? Automatic. Why do they give it? They only give answer because you don't need to measure your lands. Okay. This is to teach you something called grid columns are there. Grid template columns, how to use. This is to teach you how to grid columns are there. You don't need to guess the things. Now if I do grid template columns, 100 pixel, 3 EM, 40%, automatically it will come like this. Simple. Now see, carrots are getting correct water. Poison is getting exactly that much only poison. Now again, remaining carrots are also getting correctly. Next level. Now, try to do the same thing, sir. They will give you the hints. Try it. Then we are at 23rd level and I want you to finish until 28. The levels will go somewhat different in future. Okay. Try this all levels, and in case if you stuck at any level, tomorrow we'll discuss that, and tomorrow we'll discuss the real project from front-end mentor using the grid. Is it clear, ma? But please try it, because if you don't try it, tomorrow you will come and you will ask me what is grid, and I can't repeat all this child class. Okay. That's it for today. Thank you all. Yeah. And I will push the notes and all. That's it.